everybody, this is Pretty Tarot here, and this is the Virgo reading for November 2017, and I am shuffling for you guys. Just know that this reading can apply to different areas of your life because it is a general reading, so it can apply to love life, jobs, career, finances, family, health, whatever that may be going on in your life significantly right now. The cards may very well pick up on because it is a general reading, so it can cover all areas in different ways for you guys, okay? Now, this is for the sun sign, the rising ascendant is for the moon, and it also can apply to Venus and Mars if that is significant in your chart the way it is for me, okay? Now, I'm going to be using two decks like I did last month. This is my Whimsical Tarot deck that I'm shuffling here for Virgo for November 2017. And I used this deck last month, and this is my traditional Sharma Caselli that I'm shuffling for Virgo for November 2017. There is something new that I'm starting here in which I'm going to do a free mini reading, maybe more than one, in a drawing for my subscribers and those who are commenting. So if you are subscribed to my channel and you comment in the current month's videos, you will be entered into the drawing for the month of December. So if you're commenting in the November videos, you will be entered into the drawing for the December free mini reading. Okay, if you comment in the October videos, like people have been doing over the past month, then you will be entered into this month for the month of November, those free mini readings, okay, as a drawing. I'm definite it's going to be one, but it may be more than one pulled. It just depends on how many names I see come up, you know, and then I may decide, you know what, I'll pull more than one. I may pull more than one. But make sure you subscribe and to comment if you want to be entered into the drawing. I will know the difference if you're not subscribed though, because this is a gift to my subscribers who are, you know, active on the videos, commenting and things like that. It's my way of saying thank you for being a subscriber and for actively commenting. I appreciate you guys, okay? So let's go ahead and one more last shuffle for Virgo and do the readings. If you guys are interested in contributing to support this channel, check in the description below for how you can do so through PayPal. If you're interested in getting a personal reading, make sure to go ahead and visit my website, prettytarot.com, or you can email me at prettytarot@gmail.com to book a personal reading with me. And the readings are starting out at $30 going up to $35 depending on which reading you guys are getting. Those prices will not remain, okay? So take advantage of those promotional prices. And remember that because it's a general reading, it's going to resonate with many of you on a massive scale. However, it may not resonate with you on the most accurate personal level just because there's many Virgos out here, and I'm doing this for the entire energy for Virgo. The best way to get the most accurate reading is to get a personal one for yourself, okay? All right, so what's going on for Virgo in the month of November? You guys have been blown away by something, some sort of unexpected force, I believe, you know. Something has come your way that kind of just blew you guys away, you know, and it's relating to some form of abundance, financial wealth or prosperity here, or some big sum of money that some of you may have acquired through an inheritance or through some sort of investments or through a loan or through someone being charitable or lending to you. Could be through family. You know, this card is a lot about inheritance and inheriting money and wealth. This is also a card that is signifying that you are looking to see how you can benefit in a situation in some form, or it's a case where you are benefiting from a situation in some form. It also could be about just blessings with family and prosperity in those areas of life, okay? But in the whimsical tarot, in the tower there, it's about being blown away by something. In a lot of cases, it could be affecting your foundation, in which you may have thought you built something to be withstanding time. Some you could have thought you built a stable foundation in some form, some place you call home, or maybe not, but something's coming in to kind of blow that sort of security away from you, or to kind of it's showing you that your foundation may have not been as strong as you thought it was, that you thought you built upon. In some cases, though, this may not be a negative thing for you guys. It could be something wonderful came in and blew you away. Something positive could have popped out for you guys, because the tower is also about things suddenly coming up, things suddenly popping up, and it being unexpected, whether it's abrupt or not. It's about surprises. It's also about epiphanies and ideas as well in the traditional tarot deck. But like I said, something in regards to your finances and money, or how you benefit in a situation. Like I said, some of you guys could have something suddenly really come up financially that either was a positive gain, or you're realizing how you benefit, or it could just be you realizing you know, whatever has come up is causing you to look closely at how you're benefiting from a situation, whether it's financially or other ways, or you just realizing that maybe whatever foundation you thought you had built upon, or whatever, it's not as strong as maybe you thought it was, or whatever. Or maybe you're coming to realize you are prepared for the worst, or whatever, you know, because something come up and you realize, I am prepared, I do have what I need. It's going to be different for different groups of you guys, but whatever the case, what's affecting this here is you have either this air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and if it's not Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or someone with air in their chart, then this is someone who they could come off as they think with their head over their heart. They're not as in touch with their emotions and feelings. They're more about being rational. They're more about facts and thoughts and things like that. They're more about, you know, research, improving things, and you know, they may be intellectual, they may be wise. They also could come off as being cold or stubborn or crass, and being really blunt and straightforward, and therefore possibly tactless in their communication, okay? They may even be aloof in some forms. So if it's not someone who is a air sign, like I said, or air in their chart, then it's someone of those characteristics. This also could be someone who is this also could be more so also about you guys becoming focused and choosing to, you know, like I said, do your research, investigate things, go off of the facts, really check into to things through knowledge and using your rationale. And also could be cutting away the, you know, what no longer serves your purpose, and using wisdom. So it's this is also a thing, you guys, like I said, focus. But if this is a person, this course is gender neutral, it could be anyone, but this is affecting your situation. And in regards to you wanting to be focused here, or this air sign, or the person of the other characteristics that I mentioned, that represents this person, if it's not you being focused, is trying to, you know, capture some dreams that you have, capture some goals that you have, either in regards to this person or in regards to your desire to be focused, okay? It also could just be you trying to recapture some moments as well, but it's more about capturing your dreams, capturing, you know, trying to catch your goals, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what's affecting you guys, okay, Virgo, for this month of November. Now, what's hanging over this situation is you guys are really expecting or desiring to see your ships come through, or you may know that your ships are pending coming through here, and it's in regards to some sort of offer that you're anticipating. Either you're anticipating giving an offer or receiving one, and it is some kind of offer that it affects the feelings, or affects the emotions, or it's an emotional offer. So either this is going to affect the way you feel in regards to seeing your ships come through, or it's just going to be something in related and emotional nature here, regards to seeing your ships come through. That's what's hanging over the situation. What's underneath the surface here in the situation, what's underlying the situation is a need to be strong, a need to have courage, a need to be disciplined in some form, which makes a lot of sense for those of you who are really needing to be focused. A need to bite your tongue also in some cases, in regards to the fact that you guys are really trying to see how you can turn whatever it is that you're dealing with here, whatever it is that you want, whatever it is you desire, into gold. You're wanting to have that Midas touch, you know. The Ten of Pentacles, it goes back to the fact that you're looking to see how can you benefit in the situation, okay? Whether it's in regards to financially, your money, career, could be through your health, it could be through relationships or whatever. You know, I get a small portion of you, this may be about a home, investing in a home, buying a home, but yeah. So you guys are trying to be disciplined. I think about some of you, it may be about your finances, maybe about your health. Others of you, it may just be overall in your life period. In regards to whatever this is that is of value to you, you're trying to have this Midas touch. You know, you want everything to turn into gold. You want everything to turn into something of value, whatever it is that you're dealing with, whatever it is that you're involved with, whatever it is that you touch. You're expecting that Midas touch, but you're, like I said, trying to rein in here and be disciplined. Maybe some of you are maybe you're trying to not touch your money or your finances, and you're trying to save what it is that you have and not maybe spend too much, you know, maybe not overindulge and things like that, because the strength is all about discipline and everything and pulling easy. But for some of you, it could be about having courage and going and how you choose to go about or whatever this is that you desire that will bring you success or bring you whatever this is that is of value to you, okay, and bring your prosperity. So you're going to need to be strong and have courage there. But in the recent past here, you guys have, and this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. In the recent past here, this is one of those things where either, and this could have been over the past few weeks, past few months, or just over the past year, or however long this could be. This is the past position. You guys have this thing here where it looks like there's a fire sign here, or someone who, you know, if it's not an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or someone with fire in their chart, then this is someone who, like I said, if you don't know what's in their natal birth chart, then you can go by either the sun sign or go by the characteristics that I'm mentioning. And this could be man or woman, but whoever this is, if they're not a fire sign or someone fire in the chart, then this is someone who comes off as being confident, charming, a leader type, a boss manager, someone who may be, they like to travel, they're charismatic, confident, very sociable, chatty. They could be fiery, passionate, compassionate, temperamental. They also could be conceited and arrogant in some form, possibly. They could be very warm as a person, you know. They may even have a cat, possibly. But this is, you know, so it's someone, either of those characteristics, or someone with fire in their chart. And it looks like they were of some significance in this past position here that you were dealing with. I'm not going to use any clarifying cards because this reading is already kind of going to be a bit extensive. In a personal reading, I would pull clarifying cards to get further into what your dealings were with this person. But what I'm looking at here is either you were dealing with two people at the same time, in which you were dealing with this fire sign or the person with other characteristics, or you were dealing with an earth sign, another earth sign, a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or someone who comes as being stable, down to earth. They manage things well. They're nurturing. They may appear to have money, or they may look like they have it all together. Secure, stable, well organized, neat. They possibly also could be a little messy if they're in the negative energy and stubborn and things like that. But they could be a parent figure, whether it's your parent or someone who has children, okay? They probably don't like to waste anything and recycle and blah, blah, blah. But so it's either you were dealing with two people here, one a fire sign, another one an earth sign, or these people have the other characteristics that I mentioned in the past. And that could have been some sort of third party situation, or this was you here. This was you dealing with this person. Okay, you dealing with them. And like I said, normally I pull clarifying cards, but it's not a personal reading, so I'm not going to go there. But the energy I'm getting with this is, like I said, either you had some dealings with this person in which maybe you just needed to figure out how you benefit in dealing with them, or if there is something to take from the situation here, or this is just a case where you were dealing with more than one person. So much I want to pull clarifying cards because I don't want this reading, but I don't want this reading to be too long because we're already 15 minutes in. So I'm going to move past that. You guys can seek out personal reading with me if you just absolutely have a need to have clarification on every position here, because that's what I do in the personal readings. But in the present moment here, you guys look like you're taking a rest, okay? You're taking a rest. Some of you could be taking a vacation, but this is more so about taking a rest, taking a break. You could be taking some time to contemplate some things, because I'm looking at this more so than I've ever looked at it before. And this is like someone literally, I feel like they're contemplating some things, okay? But it's definitely taking a break, taking a rest. And it could have been due to just being tired, worn out, stressed out, things were too much. It could have been due to heartbreak or disappointments, or it could have just been due to the fact that you really just need to take some time for yourself for whatever reason that may be, whether to enjoy yourself or just because you need time to think and contemplate, like I said, or just time to reboot and get your energy back. And what's aiding this is the fact that you guys are dealing with a situation in which you feel cheated. You feel probably taken for granted or taken advantage of. You feel like someone took something from you or stole something from you that did not belong to you. You probably felt like you were dealing with some sneaky situation in which someone was sneaking around and doing something they didn't have any business or whatever. Moving into the current, and so that's in the current position for November for Virgo. But you guys are concerned about, some win or some sort of victory. For a small percentage of you, this could be about engagement, but for many of you, this may be about, like I said, wanting to win, wanting victory and success, wanting to come out on top here. But for others of you, this is about the need to travel for business or leisure. But what's aiding that, like I said, this is all about in the traditional tarot deck, the Six of Pentacles is receiving kindness and generosity, or giving kindness and generosity from someone, receiving help or giving help. Charitable, it's Six of Pentacles is very much a charitable energy, okay, and a generous energy. So it could be maybe you guys are wanting to, this is just so hard to, I'm going to let this energy come through it needs to, but in this particular deck here, the Whimsical Tarot, this is an old couple here looking at their children play, okay? It's also, I believe, Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus looking at their elves playing. This is after all the hard work has been put in and everything was a victory, everything was a success. So it could be after a season, you guys could be concerned about a season or a period of success in which you really just want to, like I said, after all the hard work and things that you've put out, the efforts, you want to be able to celebrate and feel victorious here is what is the real message that I'm really getting. It could also be after, the kindness and generosity and the help or whatever, you're wanting to come out victorious, you're wanting to succeed, and things like that. For, like I said, a small portion of you, it could just be after, you've put in efforts to be kind or generous with someone, or vice versa, that you're hoping that maybe this can go to be something more serious and you win a success or victory with engagement or something. But, this also could be that you guys are looking at the fact that you're concerned about the long haul, because this is a couple that's been together for quite some time, and they're able to look at their offspring playing or whatever, you know, and they're just able to look and see how far they've come, and they've come a long ways, but they're happy, and they've succeeded in their life together, you know. And this could be about long-term success and victory that you guys are concerned about here, okay, Virgo. You want to be able to retire and look at your grandchildren play and know that you've lived a good life, and things like that for some of you, and that you played your cards right. Now, the outside influence here that you guys have, it really looks like there's been some sort of disappointment here. Could have been some heartbreak, or for some of you this could be some sort of health issue, but it feels more like severance for some of you guys. Something had to be severed, something had to be cut, ties had to be cut. I don't know why I'm getting severance package for a small little portion of you, but severance keeps standing out to me so strong for whatever reason. And there's different ways to interpret that. Like I said, it could have been severing ties, cutting away something that just needed to be gone because it wasn't causing you to feel good, or it was causing you to be ill or just not be well, or whatever it could be, whatever the case. There was, and I do feel like if this is about love life for some of you, there was a third party involved or something, and some heartbreak or disappointment with someone cheating. Okay, for others of you, it's just this thing of being really disappointed here because you were cheated in some form or taken for granted or whatever this is. Some of you guys just really, I feel like your heart just, you had your heart set on something and it became a disappointment. Others of you, for some reason, I keep hearing severance, like severance in regards to money, severance pay or something or whatever. Now, in regards to, like I said, this disappointment, the severance, cutting, something being cut away, or this heartbreak or disappointment, you, in this outside influence here, you're trying to utilize what it is that you have at your disposal to make something happen. You're not taking... because it looks like there's this desire to not take the passive approach and just sit there and deal with it. It's like you want to empower yourself and see what can you do about this. What can you do to help yourself? And for some of you, I'm just hearing helping yourself heal from this situation in which there was disappointment, or maybe it was a situation of health issues or whatever it could be. Is wanting to take what it is that you have, use at your disposal, and make something work out or make something happen in regards to the fact that you're disappointed about something or something didn't work out. Now, the challenge that you guys have here is, like I said, it looks like you guys are trying to empower yourselves, because like I said, you got the magician here in the outside influence, but then you have the emperor, and the emperor here is all about wanting to take charge and take control, to make the tough calls, make the tough decisions, and use your wisdom and your experience, and even seek out wise counsel to make the wise choices. However, you may be struggling to do this because, you have this thing where there's some concern about marriage for a small portion of you. Some of you are concerned about marriage here. Some of you may be concerned about a wedding or something. Others of you could be concerned about an engagement in some kind of form, whether it's an event or something that you're expecting, or it be a literal engagement, because you also have this Six of Wands here, which you're concerned about. And to me, those two cards, they signify engagement, marriage, or whatever, but it also signifies success and abundance and prosperity. Both of these cards also signify to me as a tarot reader, okay? So for a lot of you, I feel like this is a lot about you really wanting the abundance, the joy, the success, the victory here. But it's going to take you having to really make the tough calls, make the tough decisions that you need to make in order for that to happen. And you're going to have to use your wisdom, your experience and skills, and also maybe even seek out wise counsel in areas where you may not be able to figure this out, because you really need to take charge and control and make some tough calls, tough decisions, and you may be, like I said, struggling with this, and that's the obstacle that you guys have for this month, and maybe how to go about making those tough calls, tough decisions, or how to really come to a conclusion, period. And you're trying to, because I said you guys really are trying to take charge, take control here, but maybe so you can get your joy, abundance, and prosperity, but not really maybe knowing how to or what direction to go in that case, you guys probably should seek out some wise counsel, okay? Be it an elder that you may know, a relative that you trust that's wise, friends, counselors, even a psychic or a tarot reader, even if it's not me or if it is, okay? I say also go with your intuition, and pray about some things and allow God to speak to you or allow the universe to speak to you through meditation, okay? That's my suggestion for some of you who feel like you have no one to go to, or you feel like the advice you're getting from others is not really what you need. But you guys kind of expect here, you guys expect that this water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, and if it's not a water sign or someone with water in their chart, then this is somebody who they are in touch with their feelings and their emotions. They may be intuitive or psychic. They are caring, kind, compassionate, nurturing. They're sensitive to others, but they may also be sensitive in that you have to be careful to not hurt their feelings. They could be, a little dramatic, they also could be someone, like I said, they're warm, kind, caring, compassionate to others. They may like to be around water. They may like to enjoy drink. They like to drink and things like that. So they match these characteristics. If it's not an actual Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, okay. But you kind of expect or anticipating this individual here. In regards to either and this is gender neutral, so it could be a man or woman, but you kind of have this expectation that you want to have something to celebrate with them, or good news from them, or to deliver good news to them if not receiving good news from them, or you expect, like I said, to have some sort of good news, or you expect to be able to celebrate with them, or you may be anticipating or expecting that maybe there's another person involved in the situation, in which it may be a third-party situation. Or for a small portion of you, this could literally be about you're anticipating a pregnancy with this water sign, okay, in some form here. That's a small portion of you guys, okay? Now, what you guys, and this is interesting because your water sign comes back up in the future position here. And for some of you, this very well could be a Pisces specifically. And I said Pisces first when I mentioned them in the expectation form. It does not have to be a Pisces, though. It could be, like I said, not only a Pisces, it could be a Cancer or a Scorpio, okay? And if it's not someone who's a, water sign as their sun sign or in the placements of their chart, then it's the other characteristics that I mentioned before, where they could be, in touch with their feelings and in touch with their emotions, and they're, really affectionate and, nurturing, kind and generous and sweet, and in touch with their intuitive side. They might be psychic or something. They could be sensitive to others, or they could also be sensitive in their feelings that you, like I said, have to be careful and not hurt their feelings. They may like to drink. They may like to be around water, but so it's some of those characteristics, or like I said, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or someone with that in their chart. And like I said, they're significant here because they were in your expectations that you want to celebrate or have some sort of victory with them in some form. For a small few of you, it may be a third-party situation that you're expecting they're involved in. For some of you, it could be a pregnancy you're expecting with them, or some news from them, or you give some news to them. In this case, in the future position, like between now and the next few weeks or next few months, maybe even beyond that, with this particular person here, man or woman, regardless of who they are, like I said, either they are carrying that Pisces energy, or there's a Pisces involving with them, in which case, if I could relate to this, and it's interesting, or whatever, that would be my child, but but this is also about an emotional offer, or an offer that affects the way you feel emotionally, okay? And you have this hanging over your situation here, in which you expect to see your ships come through. okay, in regards to your situation here. So either they're going to communicate something that will affect the way you feel or change the way you feel, or you're going to communicate something with them that may affect the way they feel or whatever, or some offer is going to be made that it changes the way you or this other person feels, or together, okay? So this is something that I feel is a positive thing here. And look at the outcome. You guys have in your outcome the Ten of Cups, which is an awesome card, because this is a card of having it all together. This is a card of joy. This is a card, to me, in the way that it affects the way you feel. It's a really great card. It means you have gotten your wish, okay? It means you have gotten whatever this is that you desired, and you're able to enjoy it and reap those benefits. And this could be whatever it is that's going on that you expect to enjoy and receive and reap the benefits of, okay? It's so crazy because the card you're accompanying is the Nine of Cups. You couldn't ask for a better card to match in the outcome, because the Nine of Cups is getting your wish. And it's funny because this is exactly the way it's presented in the Whimsical Tarot deck. In other decks, it's presented as seeing a romantic couple being, you know, embracing each other, and they in front of this table of all this abundance of wonderful food and riches and wealth, okay? And that, like I said, it usually signifies getting your wish, and you most definitely are a Virgo, getting your wish here in regards to having it all. And for some of you, this having it all could be this happy, loving family, getting a house or something, getting your financial blessings and things, having children and things, because there are children here in this card. For, you know, whatever it is that you guys consider it is to get your wish, or having it all, whatever this you feel will bring you ultimate happiness and joy, that's what the Ten of Cups represents. And it affects you in the way that you feel in such a positive way. And I keep wanting to hold this up because I'm so freaking excited. I'm so excited for you guys, really. That's the greatest outcome card. And I want to say this is probably one of the best readings I've done for the month of November. Someone else had a really great reading, but right now, Virgo, you guys are topping the cake. So I'm going to go ahead and do the advice portion here real quick for you guys. If any of you feel like this reading didn't resonate for any reason, remember it's because it's done for the entire collective sign of Virgo. And there's a ton of Virgos out there. And so I always pray when I do readings to connect my energy with people who need to hear the messages that they need to hear the most, okay, in these readings, because this is all about helping and giving back spiritually as well. You guys are probably thinking everybody's doing this as some sort of promotion ploy. It's not necessarily. It feels great to be able to do these readings and give back. But so that's why I pray for the messages to come through for those who really need to hear them. So if it didn't resonate, know that it's because the message may have not been for you. And if you need a message or you need a reading that focuses specifically on you and your energy and not the entire side of Virgo, definitely hit me up on prettytarot.com and book a reading with me, or send an email to me at prettytarot@gmail.com. And I took the original prices down lower to make sure that the readings were a good price for you guys, because I did get some people saying they wish they could get a reading with me, but the prices were not to their budget or whatever. So take advantage of that, you guys. Now, for those of you, if you want to win a free mini reading, make sure you are subscribed to my channel and that you comment in the current month's videos to be entered into the drawing for next month for the free mini reading, and I may pull more than one of you. If you make sure to comment in the October videos and that you are subscribed, because I do know the difference, that you can be entered into the drawing for this month, for the month of November. And I'm going to be doing that as soon as I finish all of these monthlies or whatever. Okay, so that's my way of giving back to my subscribers and saying thank you for being subscribed and for, you know, being active here on my channel. You guys got the Knight of Water here from the Angel Tarot deck, and that's emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and contemplative energy. And that's funny that that's there, because I said in the current present position, I felt like you guys are being contemplative, okay? But you're being contemplative about the fact that you guys either feel cheated, taken for granted, taken advantage of, or like someone took something from you that didn't belong, or maybe someone actually cheated. But the advice that card is, you know, it indicates falling in love or a wedding proposal. The need to balance emotions. An invitation to a social event could also be, in which I did mention that for some of you, the Six of Wands and the Four of Rods could be about an engagement, but not just typical engagement like a proposal, but also possibly an event in that sort of a type of engagement, okay? So it's going to be different for each one of you, but that's the indicator there from the Knight of Water, the Knight of Cups. It could be someone really is going to make an offer to you, or you're going to make an offer to someone else that is an emotional one, or the way you feel, okay? Like I said, because that's what's hanging over your situation here, and it's going to bring your ships in for you. Oh, wow. All right, so 3 popped out of there for you guys with the Ask Your Guides. Yeah. So what you guys got here, somebody really could just be all in their head and just feeling inner turmoil and frustration about the situation. And it could be about this whole thing of feeling cheated, taken for granted, taken advantage of, and, you know, or feeling like someone actually did cheat. You know, that's an indicator there that some of you guys are really suffering. It could be for some of you, you're suffering in your health, but more so, like I said, this is about, I feel like, what's going on mentally, emotionally in regards to what it is that you want to get. And it could just, you guys be feeling really tortured by what's going on here in your situation. You guys have a community card. You guys need to link up with people who are like-minded, people who are spiritually the same, with the same good energy. You guys need to work on being more, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a word I'm looking for. There's a word I'm looking for. It's not coming to me yet, but compromise is not the word I'm looking for, but working together with others. There's a word I'm looking for. Working together with others. Some of you actually could just need to get involved in your community or whatever and do some charitable work and volunteer work and things like that to kind of help you guys feel more positive about yourselves and feel more positive in life. But unity. You guys, some of you really need to become more unified and be more in harmony with others. And I swear there's another word I'm looking for, and maybe it'll come to me later, but that's indicators there. And then you got the business card here. This card to me is all about your heart being involved in matters that could be business or affecting your prosperity. But this card is a great indicator to me. Is your heart really set on your goals and dreams? Is it really what you want to do? Are you truly passionate about it? Is, you know, what the things you're doing, is it straight from the heart? Are you truly passionate about it? You know what I'm saying? Are you truly passionate about whatever this is that you're desiring that will bring you prosperity and love, okay, and abundance? For some of you, make sure the business that you're doing, because you got 2 people here doing business and they're negotiating and things like that. Like I said, make sure that you're taking care of business, but make sure that in lieu of that what you're doing, that you're following and pursuing your passions, your heart, and that your heart is truly in it. Because if you're not, then things will not, I feel like things are not going to be as successful, or it will be a struggle for you guys. And that could be where the suffering is coming from. For some of you, like the inner turmoil, it feels like some of you guys are just really, could be not happy with where you're at in life. For some of you is what I'm hearing. And you could be feeling cheated and taken for granted and feeling like you want better, you know. Anyhow, make sure that your heart is in it. Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever dealings you're doing, whatever agreements or compromises that you have, make sure it's all in harmony and that you're dealing with people of like mind and like energy. So you guys got within the next few months here. So I'm definitely going to have to clarify that, because whatever this is that is within the next few months, it needs to be clarified. But looking further at the picture here on this particular card, this is a palace here. That's a palace, and it's a golden palace with a lot of light shining. And I feel like that's indicating, for some of you, like I said, it could be a home that you're expecting to find or expecting to gain or expecting to make an offer on. Others of you, it could just be, like I said, whatever it is that you're considering that you desiring for success, whatever your wish is, this could be what you guys are going to gain within the next few months. But I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, pull a clarifying card here. And I'm missing some other cards. I actually probably should. I'm going to put all the rest of these back in the deck so I can have them all for the clarity. The more cards in the deck, the better I feel in terms of the outcomes that pop up while they're being shuffled. And then one popped. Okay, so in the next few months, you guys are going to, you're going to really work your magic, okay? That's what I'm really getting for you guys. You guys are going to use what it is that you have at your disposal, whatever talents and gifts that you guys have and skills. You're going to take it and you're going to try to make something happen. You guys are going to go for the goal. You're going to really try to pursue what it is that you want, and you're going to make, you know, you're going to work your magic. And I feel like that's going to help you guys gain your wish, okay? And you guys have that as a, my card's been, as an outside influence in your situation anyway, that you're going to work your magic, use what you have to work with to really make something happen. And that's an empowering position to really take, rather than sit back and wait for it to happen. Because I know there's a saying that good things come to those who wait, but in this particular situation, Virgo, for you guys this month, it's going to require you to actually make some things happen. You can't use the passive approach. It's okay to take your break and, you know, recover and to contemplate, think about some things, regain your strength, regain your energy, and then get to it. Get to it, you know. And you guys probably are, you know this or aware of this. This one keeps wanting to come out. You guys have the Speak with Love card here. Speak with love. So be genuine, be kind, be sincere. Come from a positive place in your heart and in your spirit and in your being when you are dealing with others, okay? Even when you're dealing with yourself. If there's, Speak with Love is to me also about manifesting things in a positive way. And one of the ways that you manifest things is you speak it, but you speak it with love. You speak positive things into your life. So that's also what the Speak with Love is. In regards to dealing with others, make sure you are kind and that you are considerate and sweet and generous in things, and sensitive to others, but that you're being sincere and that what you're saying is coming from your heart, and that you mean what you say. But also, like I said, in regards to your own desires for success, speak with love in regards to the things that you want, the things you desire, the things that you want to manifest, okay? Speak with love on it. Don't speak anything negative in your life. Speak of the positive. Now, for those of you, this reading may have resonated with your love life. Even those of you who haven't resonated your love life. Sometimes these romance angel cards, the messages can still be beneficial to those of you who the message is truly for. But like I said, I feel like I'm probably never going to get to do love life readings like I want to. You guys can actually get a personal love life reading if you just really need one. But you guys got you got the playfulness card here. You got the playfulness card. And it says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Okay, that card pretty much speaks for itself, but this card is just saying be lighthearted, be loving, be fun, enjoy yourself, and yes, recapture the romance. Romance is a lost art, I feel like. When I say a lost art, romance a lot of times allows situations to bloom into very beautiful things. But when people forget all about romance and the kindness and generosity and the sweetness, these are gestures that oftentimes make people open up to you more. It makes people more receptive. It captures you in a positive way and creates this thing where in a positive light you're seen in a positive way. You know, it can cause people to look at you differently. You know what I'm saying? But in a positive way. Now you guys also have the wedding card. So this situation, it does, you know, for some of you here, if this involves your love life or your personal life in any form, you know, the situation involves marriage, you know. Some of you could actually be going through some things in your marriage and wanting to make the marriage better, whereas others of you could be desiring marriage and wanting to be proposed to or make a proposal to someone, you know. Others of you, your desire for having it all, wealth, prosperity, abundance could be affected by your marriage and your partnership here, you know. And you could be wanting to propose some things that you feel would affect that between you, okay? So you guys will know how that resonates with you, but that's just an indicator there of what else is going on in your situation. That's the Virgo reading for November 2017. Like I said, if you guys are interested in a personal reading, especially if you want something that's focusing on your energy and not the entire energy of all the Virgos, make sure you, you know, get a personal reading with me if you want something that's going to resonate more with you. Visit my website, Pretty Tarot, or you can email me, prettytarot@gmail.com. For those of you who want to support this channel, you can check the description box below or the comments. You can donate at PayPal. There was something else I was going to say to you guys. I can't remember what it was, so I'm just going to leave that right there. I appreciate you guys so much. Hit the subscribe button if you, and comment, do both if you really want to be entered into the drawing for the free mini reading. And hit the like button if you like the reading. And I appreciate all of you. Make sure to look at videos for your rising, ascendant, moon, and any other sign that you are interested in if you want to kind of get a wider scope of what's going on for you guys the month of November. Peace and love.